You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
Let's go back to Oakland. When I interviewed you and Geechee. I mean, you and Eazy.
Eazy at the bar.
You remember?
Yes, sir.
And you said that day.
Oh, your crown ain't been. Oh,
you haven't been hit.
You haven't been hit yet.
Yeah.
You haven't been hit yet.
Yeah.
You ain't get punched in your mouth in battle rap yet.
Right.
Nobody punched you in the mouth.
Now.
And you see what happened. That shit sting.
Yeah.
That shit sting. That's why when I took hits and did a lot of stuff when I was coming to the game, and I'm not, once again, not to bring me into, I don't want to talk about nobody.
Always bring yourself.
I have to, because who else am I talking about? No, but you're right. You got to. I can give the best story of myself than anybody else. So I bring that up to say this. When I wore the crown, and first of all, I'm happy to say that I was one of them dudes in battle rap that actually had the game in the palm of my hand.
That's a fact.
It's hard to say you had it. I had it for a couple years. I had battle rap in my hand, headlining every event, everything, right? So with that being said, I took a lot of hits. I took more hits than anything. Geechee had the crown. He took hits. You notice people start saying, Geechee not that good. He falling off. He not that. Geechee took hits. He just took a hit against Coffee, almost. But he had this coming up.
Right.
But if he didn't have this coming up and did what he did, all right, put it to you like this. Geechee, if it reversed, and Eazy third goes crazy on Geechee like that, everybody say Geechee's done. He fell off. He's not that as that. He needed this one.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, he know he did. You can always tell Geechee rap for 10 minutes a round. That means he poured his blood, sweat, and tears in that joint, man. I finished the whole bottle of Henny. When he said user, I just opened the bottle. And then by the time he finished, so I say that to say Eazy has never been punched. He finally got punched in his mouth. And I say finally because you want it to happen. Let's get it over with. Get my punch out the way so it don't come later when you know what I mean?
It's gonna happen in this culture at some point.
Now, here's the crazy part. How does he deal with it? Because, see, I got the information to do it, but I wouldn't give it to him on the strength of, I want to see, not even that we ain't battle. I want to see what he do. Gotta let him crawl on his own.
Okay.
Because this shit sting. He can, I don't care what nobody say. When you haven't lost in a long time and you that nigga, and then now mainly everybody think you lost, and no matter what you write, they under there like, give it up, you lost, stop. When they wasn't doing that before, it hurt. You got stung, boy.
There's a lot of people that got hurt and we never saw them again because they didn't know how to recover from it.
Right.
So yeah.
Right. So I say that to say, you know, he got hit. Let's see how he deal with it. But this is why I say Geechee won a war, because Remy also got to protect home and her career and what she got going on, because now they digging too deep into everything now. So Geechee opened the floodgates, you know what I'm saying, for that to happen. But Eazy don't realize you opened the gate first because you didn't handle it how you should have handled it. You should have sat down with your team and strategized on how to take this situation and get rid of it. But you sat back and tried to let it die down, and it never died.
And then
it
let
was just
the
hiding
culture
under the
create
couch.
their own narrative.
They let everybody do what they got to do. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So you know, that's my whole thing. You know what I mean? I just look at it and say, great fight, fellas. Eazy, listen, Eazy is wounded, but Eazy's still that dude right now, because he still got another battle or two before he's just, he's done. Oh, it's over for him. Still got another one or two. Still got that.
He got more than one or two.
No, I was talking about if he lose, like, because he went on the streak where nobody thinks he lost.
Oh, you saying he can lose another battle or two in his career?
Like he can't lose like the next two convincingly.
Okay.
Then it goes, oh, it's over. Geechee wounded him forever. He done now. That's what I'm saying. So he got two more power fights that he got. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Where you got Errol Spence. That is that. Yo, listen to me. But nobody thought Crawford. You know what I mean? So here's the crazy part. We're not going to say they're exactly Crawford and Spence. We're not going to say exactly, right?
Right.
But what we're going to say is Errol Spence was that dude. You understand what I'm saying? And he's a 154 pound fighter. You get what I'm saying? But they both came down to 147, so they both met, right? So they was both in Jersey. Geechee was over here battling, right? But Eazy was in Jersey just as well. So they both like went to a different place that they haven't been to really get it in, quote unquote. Even though Philly right there, let's just say that. So 147, they both came down to 147, which is Jersey. They both fought in neutral, right? Because 147 would be a neutral weight for both of them, right?
Yeah.
So they both came down to 147 and got it in, which is Jersey. They both fought. What it is Geechee dominated now. So what happens is Spence now so Spence was so dominant, right, that this loss was bad for him, but he has to win the next two.
And if it's a rematch, it's even like,
that's what I'm saying. So he has to win the next two before we look at Spence and say, Spence, it might be over, bro.
He lose the next one, then you say, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Him up, and now
it's still going down as one of the greatest boxers. So
right.
he'd have nothing to worry about. That's like Eazy going down as one of the greatest battle rappers, to one of the greatest runs we ever seen in battle rap.
Right.
There's only a few of us that had this kind of run. So, but the thing is, just like Errol, you know what I mean? Which I think Errol's still phenomenal, but Errol should beat on somebody else and show them that, and then come back and get yours. Go get one or two, but you got it. But now you have to win your next one. It went from he ain't have to. Yes, you do. You got to win the next one. So Eazy
has to win.
Eazy
Whoever he
doesn't look good or loses the next one, it's that crown. So I still think he got a piece of the crown on. Look, I always look. Lux, Mook, you know what I mean? Hitman, you know what I mean? To me, I felt like DNA had a stretch. They try not to give it to DNA. I feel like DNA had a stretch, but nobody could even touch DNA. Niggas hate, but they couldn't. Ours. Shit. I'm just naming people besides myself, right? And Eazy,
and came
Geechee,
back,
right? And Nitty could. Nitty decision making is probably the reason why Nitty ain't, but Nitty could. So I bring that up to say this: niggas that have wore the crown all had that shit either knocked off, either chipped off a piece of it, some way, somehow. Everybody has, and right?
What they say? What's that saying? Something about the comeback, the fall. But
a minor setback for a major comeback?
Yes, something like that.
Yeah, minor setback for a major comeback.
Yeah.
So, and I say that to say, right, everybody next move, when you lose a battle or you don't look too good in a power fight, though. Some fights are not power fights. That was a power fight. That was a power fight. That fight was between the dude who got it now and the dude who had it a year ago, looking at everybody like, y'all niggas think I'm some, okay, bet. And wanted to get it back and got it back. And now Geechee got the belt. Now, like I said, Eazy.
3 of them. Shout out to Geechee.
Eazy still has some of the crown
100%.
on, but it's getting
100%.
A chunk of that crown.
A chunk?
A chunk.
Wow.
A major piece of the crown is knocked off. But he still got it, though. Because guess what? Look at the interviews where everybody talk about him, talk about the situation. He's in that. He's involved. Like, all interviews about him the past year have done numbers and everything. So the algorithm ball and all that. But that's why I'm making him, giving himself that name and saying he's that nigga and how he be talking. I seen this interview with you. He still don't get it. And I don't know if you remember, I told him that. I told him, yo, you don't get it, bro, because you're not used to this. You can tell you ain't used to this type of shit.
Now we find out, right?
Now we find out, and how he's going to handle it. So far, he hasn't handled it well. He hasn't. So you got to beat the game sometime mentally. You're supposed to get on Twitter and say, yo, hell of a fight, Geech. Hell of a fight. And for those who got me losing, I could see why. Hell of a fight. But when you know certain things is not true, is why I got myself winning. But I guess I ain't got nothing to do but prove it or lose it. That's it. And then you leave it at that. But going on there, I 2-1, I stand by it. And I seen the interview. Niggas want to beat me for real. And niggas want to see, get out of that. Get your ass back and go, you know what? One eye closed, you got good shit, Geech. Good shit, Geech. My shit swollen, good shit. I see you again, nigga. Next. Who's next? Right now. Who's next? And that's how you got to do that, you know what I'm saying? So, salute to Eazy. That's the homie. Salute to Geechee. That's the homie. You know what I'm saying? Tremendous love when I see both of them. You know what I mean? Congratulations to both of them on putting on a hell of a fight and hell of a battle. And yeah, Geechee's third, you know. And that's what I said. If you want to say the first and second is debatable, if you a fan of either or, pick whoever you want to give those 2 rounds. Go ahead, pick those. But nobody can dispute the third. Nobody. And Eazy got to blame himself for his actions and his responses to these things. And that's why we feel how it's true, because of how he responded.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.